Hello, welcome back. Last time I finished up the waypoint basement, at least I think I did. And as often happens, since last time I've implemented a few new things that I want to try out here. I had a realization that there's a much better way to do the transition here. Instead of doing a little side-to-side slide, I'm actually just interpolating the position like this little view into the room. So it animates straight to where the waypoint actually is in the room. I think that looks a lot better. Yeah. So, you can actually get a sense of where things are in relation to each other. And it's especially good if, like, you have two waypoints right next to each other. I saw, like, the thing sliding to the side when I was moving just one tile over, and it's like, that's not right. So yeah, now it just slides by as much as it needs to get from one place to another. It does it pretty fast, but I think that's okay. I don't want it to take too much time. Yeah. Alright, so another thing, let's look at this map and just peek at all the rooms that I've cleared. Yeah, so these three have gained a little icon on them. This new icon here means that since I cleared these rooms, the room itself has changed in some way. Ice Drift, that changed more since... How did this change since my last replay? Okay, so right, I don't yet have a solution for getting to this menu from where I want to. Okay, so this was my clear. Let's see if this still plays back. See, it could have been an aesthetic change. This looks like it's maybe working. I bumped into those blocks a few times. But I don't think this is desynced. So if this all still works, there's actually a better way to do this, but I do want to actually watch this. Yeah, I had some bumps input there, but that's okay. Alright, that all still appears to work. So whatever changed in this room was not structural in such a way that it messed with... Oh right, and that just takes me back here. Yeah, I got so much work to do on that. It's complicated though. So check it out. If I do this, and I say restore to end, yes, and then I walk out, then I look back here. Oh geez, okay, well now I need to restore to where I was. Alright, so instead I should play the room again and then restore to end, or input the whole... Okay, interface issues. It's okay, but yeah, so now if I choose room on map... See, now it just tells me these are uncleared because they are in the save. This was the one I most recently cleared, I think. So this should put me back to where I was. Seems right. Yeah, the little icon has gone away. Okay, so let's see if I can do this better. Gonna choose room on map. Trained sniper. I want to play this room again. And while I'm here, I want to input this solution. Replay is recorded in a different room revision. Playback might or might not work as expected. Let's see if it does. Let's just speed this up and see if everything's good. Okay, so there may have been aesthetic changes in here or something, but now that should have cleared that icon off. Okay, one more. Yeah, still definitely some refinements to do on this, but the basics appear to work. Like the main thing was the overview map, just like at a glance being able to tell which rooms have changed. So I'm going to play this room again, and right, okay, I see, the Pacific floor is replaced with a pit. I assume I never stepped there, but if I just input this real quick... Zoom, 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 zoom. This is fun. There we go. Alright, so that should have cleared off that icon in every room that changed. Okay, so those were all aesthetic changes, or at least didn't affect any tiles that I stepped on in a way that would desync the replay. Okay, cool. So, all that cleaned up. Next thing I want to do is to go to... Let's just travel by waypoint to... So now... I'm realizing a thing I want to do is I want to go to a waypoint in, like, this room. if I want to get to this waypoint, I guess I can see Southwest Connection, remember that name, go here and find it in the list, and travel there. But it would be nice if I could point at the room and say, I want to travel to a waypoint in this room. Okay, so I'm saying that to myself so that I'll find a good way to do it. So I want to go up, I think? Alright, want to do a World of Difference? Sure. Let me, if I'm doing this, remind myself how X marks the spot worked. Right. And I wanted to look at the room first, but I have to do it in the other order. Yeah. The more times I experience this, the more I'm motivated to make a change to it that'll benefit everybody. I awakened 2 at once, killed you in the water, to the east of the Central Cross. So north of the Central Cross, brought you across. Yeah, okay, so all those moves. To the west, okay, north, east, west. Then I made use of the fence now somehow, right? Well, I did a diagonal push with that thing. Well, then I used the fence. How did I do that? Okay, I transferred you from southeast to northeast south. Sure. Something like that. And then the fence let me do that. So that part's gonna be impossible. I used the east sacrifice altar only. Okay, so if I use the redo key, I can go forward. Yeah, so like, this is holding the right direction. This is holding the left direction. This is holding undo. So after 10 it speeds up. This is holding redo. Okay, cool. So that's a good way to control speed like that. Alright, so in this one, let's start by attempting to do the same thing and seeing how it fails. I imagine it will. I mean, for one thing, there's the issue of the fence not existing. But how far will I get doing an attempt like this without worrying about the fence not existing? Not sure what thing I did next with that. Maybe it was some of this. Of all the songs I composed for this game, this one might be my favorite. Someday I'll do a video on how the music was made for this game. I'm quite proud of this one in particular. It is called Dust. Okay, so I want a thing there. I don't remember who I had do that. Maybe you? Wouldn't it make more sense to do the other one? I think so. I messed up. Let's see, can I get there? I sure can. So if I'm starting like that, the next thing I had you do was to work for me a little bit and moving this monster block. So without the fence, I think I'm just never putting a stepping stone here. Let's do a little proof of that. But yeah, I understand how to move you around. The spot I want you is here-ish. Yeah, and I just don't get there in time, in one shot. And I think it's always going to be that way. So, I think the sensible thing to do here is just to use the statues services to port my boxes around for me. This should be able to play out largely the same, but there might be some complications. I'm gonna want you... I guess here like this? Yeah, that'll be best. Okay. I should be able to continue with what I'm doing. Sort of. Like this. I'm gonna have a problem now. Here's the issue. Well, I could have the statue bring this over. I can't get away from it now. Okay. Could I have somehow done two at once? or kept another statue alive. I think that's unlikely. Could I get away still? Like, after you've gone that far, it's already too late. I see that it's not strictly impossible to get a monster block through, like, this route. So I could have, like, 2 stepping stones there, and let's say I put a statue rubble where the fence was. Well, that wouldn't help me with that part, but it might help me get away from you and, like, reset you. Yeah, okay. I think there's potential for that. So let's place these 2 stepping stones, but not this one. Plan to route this up and around. The problem is I don't think I can do this diagonal push. And you know what? I can't do that one either. So no, that's not going anywhere good. I can't make kills here and here, even though that could bridge it with just 2 rubbles. So the issue with what I was doing here is that... well, there's a few. I can't put this anywhere now without me getting trapped with a statue. Just here to stay and ruin my day. There's no way I can get away from one of these. I don't have any mechanisms that would do that. Like even just one movement there. See, here I can get away. But that doesn't matter. It's funny to see that it's possible to go, like, from the outside, in terms of, like, available diagonals and stuff. Like, outside east-west to inside north. Like, this push works, this push, this push, this push, this push, this push. It does kind of put you against this wall, but you can get out of it here. But going the other way is not viable because of this pinch point. Like, if you push this way, that wall prevents that diagonal. If you push this way, this wall prevents that orthogonal. If you push against that wall, then you can't ever get away from it. So interesting, this is a unidirectional box push thingy with diagonals just by wall geometry. And that's assuming I have, like, full control of the thing that's moving diagonally. Since it's a statue, I have only indirect control. Okay, so having gone this far, I now see clearly that this will not work ever. I can't move you even 1, because that still gets you too close to me. So I was thinking about ways I could have, like, 2 of these together so that they would be a statue obstacle so I could get some distance on it or something. I assume these are wired the same. I already looked at that when I was comparing those 2 rooms. Okay, so I need to conceive of another way than that this could play out. It could be 1 monster block to each sacrifice altar. It could be 2 to the same one. In the other room, I did 2 to the same one, making one of them redundant. And I'm wondering if here one of them is not redundant, and I actually am using both. There's also the possibility of... maybe it routes better if I just go for this south one? I don't see any way that would route better, though, no. In fact, that's worse because I have so much less room to move around here. If a monster block wants to get to a sacrifice altar, it's gonna have to cross the center. Because as I saw before, there's no way I have enough control to... unless I'm rubbling. Wait, what if I'm rubbling? I need a minimum of one single piece of rubble right here for like the strict traversal requirements if I could get this all the way up here and around, because you still have to cross the water at some point somehow. So now I have all the possibility space of the places I can put statue rubble. Second thought... I doubt it's possible in this layout, but if I were standing here when a block was sacrificed, I could kill the flying snake, clear the room, leave, come back and get the key. Allowing me to sacrifice one of the monster blocks and turn it into a stepping stone? That's an intriguing idea. Is there any possible way I could be standing here while one gets sacrificed? The only way would be if there's a statue outside the bounds of the room down here, through the wall, pushing a monster block north here, or doing it to this one. No, so north push into this pit, north or west or northwest push into this pit are the only ways, and with Leaf here at that time, no way. Okay, I think I can categorically rule that out. Statue can't go in pit, there's no way to get them there, unless they're on top of a monster block and there's no elevation gain mechanism, so statue is never going in pit. Therefore, both sacrifices are monster block. Unless I'm getting a flying snake out, which I'm not. Okay. 3 statues for stepping stones, 1 for pushing. Or more for pushing. Or some statues for rubble instead of stepping stones if I want to block a spot. I cannot make a kill here without, like, I need an orthogonally adjacent place I can stand. If I'm making one of those, it might as well be... Still feels most efficient to put these both on one altar. Can't move rubble once it's placed down. Alright, so I suppose I need to query what are the rubble patterns I can place. So where can you... Okay, so there's 2 of you now. You get hung up there. Where can you die? There's more or less rotational symmetry here, so from where I am, my options are this good-looking spot, this less good-looking spot, this equivalent less good-looking spot. Not necessarily equivalent, because that's closer to those together. Let's just explore some possibilities. Space. So I made a kill there. But I can't ever extract you now. Even though this creates some possibilities for... Oh, does it really? Not much. Let's try a different pattern. Just out of curiosity, what if I try to make a bridge all the way across the center? So those 2 were the early awakening statues. Now I have free reign of the room without awakening the other 2. So these 2 can, like, come and do things much later. Get some patchwork vibes off of this a little bit. It's even the right music! Now, the thing is though, like, making that center kill requires that extra obstacle as far as I can see. There's this extra obstacle. Is there a way I could use that? No, you're not going to be far enough away to get hung up here, ever. Unless I do some fancy rubbling. But see, like, even if I made a kill right here, I'm pushing one onto a sacrifice altar real nice and straightforward, but the other one's never getting anywhere useful. This is still the best spot. That remains my most optimal option, it seems. With the block here now. Ooh. Got some ideas. Before I place you, let's put you somewhere else. So that double block thing I was thinking about. How much setup can I do here with these still alive as they are? Not enough. Well, yeah, you can't get over there. Single block... What can a single block do for me? Some things. Some things. Maybe. I can't bring it here without getting cornered by you, though. Well, maybe that's all you have to do. It's not. For one thing, if I'm gonna rubble you, then I need, lots of things. Let's say I put you there where that fence was. See, that's too far. That's not far enough. I can have one or the other. Without... Hey, wait a second. Why can't I just kill... Oh, because I can't kill in the center spot. That's the whole issue. Well, I got some ideas. Let's do something gross. So move order is going to be statue C, 4, statue D, 5. If I wanted to do this with move order, I can't. That's not possible. I was going to see if I could get them both coming at me at the same time, interfering with each other such that I could make a kill here and then here, but I would need a gap of 2 clean tiles between them, and I can only get up to 1. But what that would mean is I would want the earlier moving one on the right, and the later moving one here. Let's try inserting them both into the system at the same time. And getting them together and seeing if I can do any fancy stuff. Ooh, I'm already in trouble here. Well, what if I relocate you first? Yeah, 2 in the system at once kinda constrains me a bit, but okay, well, both in the system, both doing things. I mean, that's roughly what I wanted. But it could never add up to exactly what I wanted. Even if I did like 3 at once, I'm still not getting the size of gap that I want. Let's keep at this, just in case it turns into something. And at least do it in the order that I wanted. Is this the way I want to do it around? I think so, yes. Yeah. So, cool, you died, but I need a bigger gap than that. Oh, but this will work fine if I've allocated my resources differently. Right, if this had been here... even then, no. What? Hold on. Why would that work? I don't know, let's try it. I kind of hope this doesn't work, because move order is like... Well, I mean, it's a valid part of the game. That's the wrong way around. Can I reshuffle? Yes. No, that's not right. I can't just have you sort of disappear. I needed you there to interrupt this one's movement. Or at least to interfere with it for a moment. But you can't interfere unless you're dead or something. Okay, so next idea. Could I put a block in a place that both is recoverable and lets me hang up a statue on it in some useful way? Maybe. Okay, so you, in that case, I think I would want... here. This one can go... here. Then... still can't do what I want. No. Right? No. I mean, I'll show you what I was thinking. It won't work. I can still do a little better than that if I... okay, sure, that's fine. That's not... So this sort of thing, like you're one away from where you would be if I were doing this, but like, you're gonna push that diagonally now. It's a problem. There's some equivalent of that could get me like one more tile away from you. If these were both together, maybe. Okay, so let's rearrange this situation. And I had one more I could have killed already. Okay, now I'm cooking something here. Right. Well, no. That's not what I wanted. But it's kind of what I'm gonna get, isn't it? Well, not necessarily. I can hang you up here, transfer to there, work with one at a time. So I want to kill here, and another one. Oh, hey, I can reckon you from here, but that's not productive. I want you here to go there. Then this still isn't going to work for the same... Oh, hang on, but if both of the blocks are together, maybe it can. Oh, I might have something here. Let's see, I don't know where that goes exactly yet, but I'm working with some ideas. I needed you in another place. Well, you could have been. Not so productively, though. No, hold up. So what if... before you were free... I'd put this... Yeah, it's not gonna work. Is it? I doubt it. Just that doesn't do any kind of useful prevention here. You're still right on me. Just too fast. I mean, okay, so technically there is a thing I can do here. Don't think it helps me. But check it out anyway. So you're hung up there, exactly where I want you. I just can't make the killing move now. I can get some distance on you, but that doesn't really matter much. Am I close to something? Like, is this useful work in any way? I don't particularly have the impression that it is. But the idea about bridging these two so that I can get the blocks together feels like it has some legs, maybe. If those are together... So here's back when I had maximum freedom with this diagonal laid down. If a block ever goes here, it's stuck forever. Or here. This kinda L shape makes all pushes away from the wall impossible. Somehow I'm gonna do something. I If these are together... See, they're never actually together. Like, I always have the problem that pulling a monster block away from the center with a statue's help just gets that statue on me. Can I do that anyway? Maybe I... No, because then there would be no stepping stone for the other one. Like, if I'd bridge here and here, pull this over, put it in the thing, I'd just have to kill this statue in some bad spot. Or could I make that a useful spot? See, the problem is then this block here would have nowhere to go. That rubble would be just a waste, and at best I could route this a bit differently, but there's no different routing I can do here that helps me jailbreak you across the impenetrable water here. Yeah, that fence sure does make a world of difference. Okay, I got a silly idea I'm gonna try. I don't think this is going anywhere good, but I'm not sure yet. How would circumstances look if I did that? Can't get away. Can't get away that way. Can't use this hole to somehow escape. So not great. I was gonna do that, then subsequently see what the situation would look like. Let's just imagine it. Let's say this statue was here. Pushes a block in front of me and then just kills me. Okay, well that doesn't seem to work. Okay. So that's not right. So, alright, let's look at this a different way. So the first stepping stones I can place down are in any of these locations. Here, 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 here. Anything except this little X shape in the center of the water. After I've placed one of those, it doesn't open up any new possibilities. It seems to remain constant that the only stepping stones I can place are like the 3 orthogonal spots around each dirt path that's... Dirt path? That's what I called that? Okay. I thought it was called something else. What did I think it was called? I thought it was just path. But no, it's dirt path. Okay. It was a long time ago that I had named that tile. What's this? Overgrown grass. Brick wall. Toggle door. Closed. Monster block A. Leaf. So, placing stepping stones so far doesn't seem to open up any new possibility space for... I actually want a different checkerboard mode here. So for the water, yeah, okay, so these light tiles here. Can a stepping stone ever go in any of these light tiles? At the sides here does open up a possibility of the outer spokes of this. Like if I stepping stone here, then I can put one there. Like I've done this, right? Let's prove that. Sure, it doesn't really matter where, just any of these. Yeah, and I could even keep on going like this. However, that seems like it's too wasteful. And I could have stepping stoned here anyway. Oh, so let's evaluate something else. Yeah, that totally works. Okay, so is this starting to look like anything I want? Where I want to put you is not there. Can I make my first kill at... maybe... I'm kind of forced to make a kill where I don't want to. Because I don't have full range of control here. Well, hang on, I can do that. That will work. Okay. So I want one here. Then after that, let's try... Sure. This is possible. Is that of any interest? Some. So I can no longer make a leaf-compatible bridge, but statues can help me now. I mean, is this any better than just putting it like here, here, and here? How does having it there help anything? Well, it lets a diagonal happen on this. Is that good for something? Here, and that'll actually be easier to get you over, won't it? Where do I want you? Here. That's not even what I want, is it? See, from here there's nowhere I can go. You're not hung up, and that would just get that stuck. From here, that's not really any different from stuff I've already had before. However... Ooh. New possibilities emerge. Ah, do they? Yeah, getting some weird ideas. Okay, let's just try some whole new patterns here. If I do it this way, I'm never getting this one where I want it to be. But I'm doing it anyway. Let's just see where this leads. Does this do the things that I think I want it to do? Not really. Well, maybe. The idea was I can have statue assistance for getting this block to such a place that Leaf can finish the pushing job. Which is there. Okay, so Leaf can finish the job now. Only problem is that only works for one. Other one's just trapped here. Could it somehow have not been? Oh, that's... oh! So what if I do that first, then the last kill goes... Oh. Or... No... So... The best ferret-compatible pushing pattern is this one. This T, like this. Or this one, like that. It's the same thing. I'm still trying to get both to the same altar. Could it be that I'm going to different ones? I don't see how. If only I could make a kill in one of these spots without any of, like, those spots. But I can't. There's no way. Nothing has any kind of killing force there. Okay, why do I want that? This is the most appealing spot right here. Could I do this one, this one? I could do those two, yes. Then maybe this one. Last statue has both together, and we do something. Okay, well, let's work with that idea. Maybe it could go somewhere good. So first kill here at 11-9. Yeah. That is not what I wanted. First kill at 11-9. Let's do that the other way around. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, second kill at 11-8. That's not where I want you for that. That is, yes. Third, before any other kills. I still run into that same fundamental issue of, like, I can't get this away from the water and into my own ability to manipulate. I don't need to. That's not necessary. Okay, so I want one at 11-10 now. Yeah, I want one at 11-10 now. And that's doable. Do I have something here? Like, I have some... Ooh, I think I do have something here. Oh, this looks very good. I see things I like. I might be on the track of something very good. You will need to come over, but not yet. I think I can have you do a diagonal push and recover you afterwards. You'll have to be in a different spot than that. Here will do. Ah, look at that! There we go. Magic happens. Okay. That's good. That one is sacrificable, and the other one can get to where it's going to. Cool. Okay. I think this has solved the puzzle the way I needed it to be solved, right? That was an unnecessary step, I think. Sure, let's make a sacrifice. That's a little early. Let's not make a sacrifice yet. First this intermediate step, then, yeah, you stash. There we go. Now a sacrifice. Here we go. This totally solves it. Alright. I can't entirely explain why this works the way it does, but all I know is that it does work the way it does. And I can totally repeat that pattern. You need to be... somewhere else. Like this. Super cool. There we go, and now you can just be disposed wherever. I choose this spot. Nice. There we go, there we go, there we go. Yeah, that played out totally differently. Not how I expected it to, but similar to how I expected it to. Yeah, okay, there was a real puzzle there. I totally could have done this solution over in X marks the spot. But it didn't make sense to because the fence gave me an easier one. Yeah, so I don't think that fence restricts this solution from happening. It's just that the lack of the fence means that I have to discover this harder version. Cool, alright. Well, I'm happy with that. I guess I'll just put myself down right here, and next time we'll go to one of these other three, probably, and see if we can get it done.